Welcome to the deep dive. We've been immersed in a really specialized stack of sources today. The core safety and risk doctrine formalized by the Navy and Marine Corps, our mission, to kind of strip away the jargon and find the foundational decision-making secrets that can make your life safer and, well, more efficient.
Yeah.
We are starting with operational risk management, or ORM.
And that's really the core philosophy here. ORM isn't just, some kind of military bureaucracy.
Right.
It's a disciplined decision-making tool. It's used at every single level to weigh potential danger against potential reward.
Okay.
The goal is simple. Maximize operational effectiveness by anticipating hazards and reducing risk to the lowest acceptable level for mission success.
Okay, so let's unpack this structure. The essential process is built on clarity. You define a hazard.
Which is any condition with the potential for loss.
Right, like an unlit staircase, and then you quantify the risk.
Which is the possible loss, but measured in terms of severity and, probability.
And the sources are clear that whether you are doing a routine task or navigating a full-blown crisis, the basic process for dealing with risk is identical.
It is. The key insight really lies in how you implement the controls.
And here's where it gets really interesting for me. The risk control hierarchy. It feels like it shows an organization's true commitment to safety.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Safety is a hierarchy of commitment, and you always start at the top. The first and best step is engineering controls.
So actually redesigning the environment or the equipment itself.
Exactly. To eliminate the hazard entirely. If you can't do that, you move to the second level. Administrative controls.
So in a non-military context, an administrative control could be something like setting a strict time limit on a mentally taxing task. Or maybe having a checklist before you leave the house.
Precisely. It's about policies, procedures, training, limiting exposure time. Only when those two options fail to get you to an acceptable risk do you deploy the third and final barrier.
Personal protective equipment, PPE.
The last resort. If you are relying solely on a worker wearing, say, a specialized respirator or safety glasses, you haven't mastered risk management yet.
That structural thinking is so powerful. Now, let's pivot to one of the most critical applications of this. Damage management when a hazard becomes an actual incident fires.
Yep.
The sources give us a brilliant cheat sheet for the 4 major fire classes.
And knowing the class of fire is everything because the extinguishing agents are completely different.
And the wrong choice can make the situation much, much worse.
Oh, absolutely. So Class A is your everyday solid wood, paper, combustibles, things that leave ash.
Okay.
These are put out primarily by cooling, usually with water.
Simple enough.
But then you have Class B. This involves flammable liquids like gasoline or oil.
And you can't use water here.
No, it just spreads the fire. You need agents like dense CO2 or a specialized dry chemical powder, PKP, to smother the fuel source. For massive spills, they use a specialized foam.
So the key takeaway here for you is that Class B needs to be smothered, not cooled.
Exactly. Then you have Class C electrical fires. The golden rule is non-negotiable.
De-energize the equipment first.
Always. Cut the power. Once it's not live, you can safely use an agent like CO2.
And finally, Class D combustible metals.
Magnesium, titanium, these are incredibly reactive. Violent.
So you can't just douse them.
No. They require specialized powders or water fog applied only at extreme range because of the explosion risk.
Wow.
So if we zoom out and connect this operational knowledge to the bigger picture, the entire naval safety program is fundamentally built on an idea called necessitarianism.
Necessitarianism.
Yes. This idea teaches that every mishap is the inevitable result of prior causes. In other words, nothing just happens.
That really strips away the concept of a random accident, doesn't it? My missed deadline wasn't just random. It was necessitated by me neglecting 2 small steps earlier in the week.
Precisely. And this raises an important question for you to consider. If nothing just happens, and that ORM process is your prevention tool, what 2 or 3 small antecedent causes could you eliminate today?
In your workflow, your home safety, personal projects.
Yes. What could you eliminate beforehand to prevent those future, seemingly inevitable, unwanted outcomes?